Hello there. This is just a brief, sort of urgent message. I was just working with the angels, and I was directed to put out this very short video. Of course, there was the recent, very tragic shooting that happened, and I have to be careful about how I say this because I don't want to trigger the algorithms, but uh, the angels wish people to know that there is an effort right now to cause violence to spiral out of control, and move in the direction of a civil war, because the Malakians are very desperate as they're sensing their defeat. And so they're making a lot of mistakes and they're acting out of desperation. And they have a new theory or tactic that they're going to try, which is that they're going to use very disturbed young people who are confused about who they are, the way the most recent shooter was, and that they will be targeting more conservative communities. This will likely be in larger, more populated areas, but it could be elsewhere. And this isn't a certainty, but it is a high likelihood. And if that occurs, we need to make sure that we remain calm and that we don't do anything rash in response to it. There may even be faked responses to these incidents of violence to where the opposite occurs, akin to the Pulse nightclub a number of years ago, which I'm aware was not as it appeared. Of course, none of these things would be as they appear, but they would be real events. And there will be a more full video coming in the next couple of days where I go into Shadow Wars 5. I apologize for the delay. There has been a lot sort of percolating. There's been a lot going on sort of in the astral realms, and I've been seeking clarity on what I want to put into the next video, and I'm glad actually I delayed, because one of the elements is the indictment that went out today for Trump. It is likely that he will be arrested because he will want that, actually, because that will lead to certain outcomes. However, when that happens, that is a temporal marker, which means that things will accelerate very rapidly after that point, if that happens. Again, that's not a certainty. That is a high likelihood. And it may be that these things happen in rapid fashion, back to back, to where there's more of this horrible violence like just happened, and the arrest of Trump, which will backfire on the Malakians, but they are attempting to stoke a violent response with these actions because they're desperate. And when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. They also think that it can be used to push through gun control. That part will absolutely not work, of course, but they also are using it as a distraction from things like the supposed TikTok ban bill, which, if you look at the Republicans who support it, they are all very much Malakian. Thune, in particular, is more than likely more aware than most, we'll put it like that. And the rest of the list of those co-sponsoring that TikTok bill are, known bad actors within that party. So the Malakians are getting desperate, and when you corner a desperate animal, it's at its most dangerous. So those of us who resonate with the Most High, those who I suppose could be listening, who resonate with the Luciferian impulse. We must be wise in what we do. We must use discernment, and we must keep hope in our breast. Wisdom, discernment, and hope within our breast. Not foolish, misplaced hope, but pragmatic hope, the kind of hope that stirs one to pragmatic action. In this case, the action will be to make sure that you and your family have all that they need to deal with the coming chaos, which will be amplifying in the weeks and months to come, making sure your family has food and water above all else, and any necessary life-giving medications, for example, insulin for diabetics, things like this. And if necessary and wise, the means to defend your family. If you are fortunate enough to have resources beyond that, getting gold and silver is wise, and I will go more into that in the upcoming full video, which should be out in the next few days. I actually am being asked by the angels to work on my birthday, which is Friday, tomorrow. And so I will do that because I've been directed to do that. And I just want everyone to know that if you're listening to this, you will make it through the events to come, but that will be because you take wise action. Now, for those of you who do not have the resources even to purchase food, though I think you will find that most of you can purchase rice and beans, even if you can't purchase the means to store it very well. Purchasing that sort of food is wise, and more than likely most of the listeners and viewers of this show can at least do that. I've been urging viewers of this channel to do that for many, many months, but this has now become an urgent matter because events, some of which I have revealed publicly, some of which I have not, have come to pass that the angels have said would happen. Most notably, of course, the economic collapse, which is very likely to continue next week, and more on that as well in the longer video. So keep the flame of hope alive within your breast. You must have that. Do not succumb to fear. That is the tool of Moloch. Cultivate wisdom by taking wise action, and cultivate discernment, because in the coming weeks and months, discernment will be the marquee skill. Wisdom will be the marquee trait, and hope will be the marquee emotion. Keep that all within your breast, and much love to you, brothers and sisters. Do not let fear take over. There will be things that will be fear-inducing, but we have a higher calling, and we will get through this. And so much love and many blessings to all of you. Thank you. And may the blessings of the Most High be with you. Farewell.